Stories, a Social Innovation by Vaidehi Sivaram. Substance misuse is a prevalent issue in our community. In the year of 2017, there were 303 deaths resulting from fentanyl overdose reported in the Toronto Overdose Information System. This stat does not capture deaths that were unreported and deaths resulting from other forms of substance use. Harm reduction programs that are accessible, such as safe injection sites, can minimize the risk related to using substance. It can also support individuals who would like to recover from their substance use patterns. A barrier in implementing harm reduction services is the misconception that it promotes substance use. Individuals also tend to oppose it because they do not want services such as safe injection sites in their neighborhood. Working directly with individuals using substances helped me understand that substance misuse was often a coping mechanism for trauma. The people that I worked with also shared their stories with me and their life experiences. This changed my perspective on substance misuse. Hence, I want to create a similar experience for members of the public. So what is Stories? Stories is a multi-purpose facility that holds an art gallery, event rental space, and a resource center. The art gallery will display artwork of individuals recovering from substance misuse, especially those in treatment centers. The artists will also get the opportunity to share stories about their struggle with substance misuse with members of the public. The art gallery will also be used as an event rental space. The revenue generated from the event rental space along with funding will be used to maintain a resource center. Hopefully, we can also have a narrative therapist on site. The Resource Center will provide information on services available to individuals using substances in the City of Toronto. We will also try to match individuals with services that cater to their needs and preferences. Along with this, people can just walk in and pick up harm reduction supplies at our Resource Center. The narrative therapist will be providing support to walk-in clients as well. The fees for the narrative therapy services will be geared to the individual's income. In order to implement and sustain Stories, we require funding, partnership, and resources. We would have to partner with intersector organizations that provide services to individuals misusing substances. We would also love to partner with for-profit organizations that are willing to provide us funding and resources. The two main resources that we would need is a space and volunteers to start up our initiative. We also require funding from donors, corporate funding, and we will apply for social innovation funds. Now to the most important question: what outcomes do we hope to see with Stories? Over the course of time, we want to create a shift in perspective about substance users and harm reduction services in our community. Through sharing stories at the art gallery, we intend on creating a community in which people are more accepting of safe injection sites and understand the need for harm reduction services. Through our resource center, we want to ensure that people using substances are accessing services available to them and getting the support that they require. Most importantly, through all our initiatives, we want to see a reduction in the number of deaths related to substance use in the City of Toronto. The best part of all this is it could potentially save money for our healthcare system. We would measure our outcomes based on program evaluations and through the number of individuals accessing our services and the number of referrals made at our resource center. We would also have to assess for larger system disruptions. We could potentially do this through looking at the number of safe injection sites that open up after Stories is implemented. We could also look at the number of deaths relating to substance use in the City of Toronto and study to see if there has been any significant change since the implementation of Stories. Thank you for watching. Let's create communities that are inclusive of all individuals.